Hello and welcome to another little one of my live streams. These live streams I just do occasionally because I don't actually have much data on my phone and it sort of eats it up. I don't have Wi-Fi in my studio, so I just do very quick ones when I perhaps want to tell you a little bit of something that I've been doing. So this afternoon I've been doing this colour chart because tomorrow we're talking about mixing greens in the class that I have here in my studio on a Wednesday morning. So this is something that I can recommend that you all do. When I tell you which colours I'm mixing, I'm always aware that you might not have those colours in your own palette at home. We all choose different colours, or we buy sets that are already made up and they have different colours to the ones that I'm using. So with your own colours that you have at home, I can recommend that you choose all your blues and all your yellows and do a colour chart for mixing up your greens. At the moment, at this time of the year, there's so many different greens. Everything's so lush, the trees are so full, there's lots of different greens. You really need to get to know how to mix your greens because some of the shop bought ones aren't that great. So across the top here so this is just a piece of practice paper, and across the top I've put all the blues, or 5 of the blues that I use the most often, and down this side 5 of the yellows that I use the most often, and then just mixed a little bit of each with each and to give me this chart. So, I mean, one thing that you really need to do is try and make sure they're a similar concentration, that you've got the same amount of pigment and water in each mix so that you're comparing like with like. And these ones down this side, I've got the ready-made greens that I have in my box, and I've got sap, Windsor green, olive and Windsor green blue, and those are the ones that have come ready-made. And I've added down this side some alizarin to them. Because red is on the opposite side of the colour wheel to green, it just tones it back a bit, just neutralises it. So if you don't want to be mixing your own greens and you want to use the ones that you've got, I can always recommend adding a touch of red. See how much more natural these ones down this side look to the ones straight from the tin. Okay, so, but having said that, these look much more natural and you've got a lot more choice. And obviously you're going to vary the amount of red, where's that come from, of blue to yellow to change the way, and look at different trees. I mean, some trees are very blue, aren't they? You look at, I'm trying to think, something like a larch has got a lot more blue in it than it has yellow, so you're going to need to change the variety there. But the other thing about this little test is when you make a colour chart like this, even if you're doing one for greys or browns, other colours as well, is you'll see which pigments granulate more. So the 3 columns here of the Windsor blue, the cobalt and the cobalt green shade, they're quite flat colours, they're a nice flat wash. These 2 here have granulated much more, so we've got the ultramarine and the cerulean, but that's made really pretty colours that could, gives you a bit of light and shade in your trees, gives you a bit of variety the way that they granulate on the paper. And you could, obviously that's going to be more when you add more blue to less yellow. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. If you do have a spare half hour, it's something I can recommend that you do, because you can keep this in a little scrapbook or pinned up on your studio wall if you've got one, and it's handy reference to come back to and look which blues and yellows together made the nicest greens. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye for now.